to Godly Giggles with Steve and Mo, where we show you that you can serve Jesus and still have a fun-filled life full of laughter. Today, we should like make that a sound clip and just play that. It sounds like Mickey Mouse.
Okay, sorry guys.
Okay, so today we're going to talk about what we did, as we normally do, and joy in Christianity and how important that is. Okay? So, I love that we can just be like so comfy in here. Like with our snacks.
I know.
That
We're
we
actually
can't move a lot.
So it's youth group time right now, and we stole some movie snacks because they're having a movie night tonight. And I stole Mollie so that we could film.
Yeah.
Because that's just kind of what I do. Yes,
her phone died last night, and so she didn't wake up on time.
So we're just sitting. With
she woke up 3 hours late. 3 hours. But maybe you needed that sleep though.
I still made it to Sunday school, and so I'm just didn't make it to film a podcast, but that's okay.
It's okay. It could be out now.
That's how we roll. So I pulled her out of the youth group because, it's like movie night and she's not missing the word, and we're going to talk about the word, so we're actually doing like a little better than the movie night.
Of course.
Unless the movie's all about the word, which I think it is actually.
It is too, yeah.
But it's okay. That's okay.
Mm-hmm. We have the back half of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Look, we have the same drink. We should cheers.
Cool. This is lemonade. Cheers. And they fell out of my car and they did not spew all over us.
What do you think it was?
I don't know. It's just stronger than I thought.
Something? I know, it's almost like carbonated, but it's not. Mm-hmm. Like, it's just so, and it's so sweet.
Almost like it needs to go into my water. Like, you know how the lemon, and you do too, into my water. Yeah, like, pour a little of this and we're good to go.
Okay, so, today, I met possibly my new roommate, if she doesn't
for college
hate me.
That she's not going to. So it was totally a waste of time today.
That's what she thinks.
Whatever. We'll let her talk about it. Okay. So does she love Jesus for starters?
Yes.
She does. Mm-hmm. Did you ask that that was the first question you asked?
No, but we talked about but we talked about like the first question we actually asked each other is what our Starbucks order was because we were standing in line. But then we talked a lot about church and like how important it was to have like Christian friends and like getting plugged in.
Is it important?
Yes.
I know it's important to you. Is it important to her?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because
remember, she said she had been praying about it for years for good Christian friends, just like I have been. And this year she'd like actually gotten Christian friends, which she was like happy about.
And y'all are both seniors in high school.
Yeah.
And you found them the last year, but that's okay. You found them.
Yes.
Who are your Christian friends?
So I told her, I was like, I have 3 close friends, plus my sister, which is 4, that like I talk to every single day. And then I have like a group of friends that includes like other boys and 2 other girls. But like I just don't be texting the boys randomly because like they got girlfriends and that's weird.
That is weird. We don't do that.
But like I was telling her, I was like, they're like my brothers. Like I've known them like my whole lives. And
so okay, you want to throw some names out?
Of my brothers?
No.
Of who?
Who's your Who's your
Stevie,
3 friends?
Avery, and Anna.
Oh, I was like, that's 2. That's only 2, girl.
And then Lila is honorary. She's my sister. She's the 4th one.
Yes. So if you were to get married, where am I going to stand?
So you would be the matron of honor because you're married.
Yeah.
And then Lila would be the maid of honor because she's not married.
Okay, only because she's your sister. Well, I let her take the first place.
Well, because I could have
But I also could marry you.
Really?
Yeah, that would be so cool.
Oh my gosh! Could you and Josh
I could. I mean, Josh, he already can. But if I did this,
that would be so cool! Oh my gosh!
I'd be lying the whole time.
That would be so cool, though.
Oh my god, that was so terrible. I will not lie the whole time. I'm only joking. I just make up a lot of stuff and
dude, that would be the funniest ceremony ever. Can you? Oh, I need to write this down. Like we actually have to do this.
You gotta take note of this. Stevie will marry me. Not you, but
like
do the ceremony.
Perform the Let me put this on my list because I was also making a list. I have no man in my life.
You just don't know this. You're in a whole little succulent cactus.
Cute.
It would be.
Did you listen to my reading the Bible today?
No.
Okay. Well, it's okay. I posted it late. So one of the verses.
I will go back and watch it.
One of the verses was like about God's plan is better than yours, and so I was
this is God's plan for me to be your officiant.
All right, let me write this down.
At your wedding, that you're gonna get married at 45.
Oh, jeez. Okay, anyways, so I was like, I got real on there. Like, it was good. I went in the women's Bible study room and filmed it before youth church was over. Oh, no.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, and I was talking about, I was like, you know, God's plan is, or like my plan is to have a boyfriend now, but clearly it ain't God's plan because it ain't happened yet. But it's going to happen, yeah, and it's going to happen eventually.
Wait, do you have a pearl in the bottom of your shoe?
Yeah, I do. I have pearls, like, on my computer, you know? And
okay,
they're in my room,
I saw
too.
a pearl on the bottom of her shoe. Like, I thought she had, like, an earring.
I think there's one other one, too. Oh, no, just a sticker.
Cool. Go ahead.
Okay.
All right, so yeah. Timing.
Yes, and so I was just kind of laughing because I just, like, brought that up. I'm, like, so just open about it. Like, I want a boyfriend, but clearly God doesn't want me to right now. Maybe he just knows that I'm going to be so involved and invested that I couldn't take a breakup. Like, my only boyfriend is going to be my husband. You think so?
Yeah.
Because I've lost friends before, and that was, like a dagger in my heart. Like, it was so hard for me. Because
so can you imagine, like, a boy that you thought, like, this would be... You're going to be it, because I thought I was only going to date one boy to marry.
I thought that about boys I didn't even date.
Well, at least there was no relationship there of, like...
Oh, God, this is so embarrassing.
Daily chatting.
Hopefully they're not listening.
I hope they are, because we need those followers.
Oh my gosh.
I'm totally kidding.
I still need a prom date, guys. So if anybody wants
to... Alright, so I did ask what her idea was.
You cannot say those people.
I'm not going to say the people. But I think she already posted this too. Like, tall. Mm-hmm. We'll take some shades of darkness.
Oh, yeah. I'm not racist. I don't care.
No. We want some curly hair, good hair. Like levels of, like, we're open to all
the dark
varieties.
side of the moon. That's what that sounds like.
You'll watch it. You'll be taking the moon. I'm kidding. So, and we want some good hair. If you don't have good hair, I can help you out in that department. So don't worry.
I know,
we can fulfill this. But you gotta be tall. Because girls, stand up. Let's see. You gotta be at least, you see my neck, you don't see hers. That means she's tall. Okay?
Yeah, so, I'm 5'7", and I'm gonna be in heels, so you at least need to be 6 foot to be the same height as me.
5'9", okay? 5'9".
No, because I'm gonna be in like this big heels.
How many 6 foot seniors?
A lot. Okay. You don't have to be a senior. I'm not ageist. Clearly.
You are ageist. Yeah. So we'll take 9th grader if you're 6 foot.
You have to be at least 9th grade to come to prom.
We'll take junior in college if you're at least 6 foot, but
you have to be under 21.
Under 21,
that's the limit.
So you can't be like
9th grade to 21.
No,
that's a pretty big age gap. Like,
no creepers.
Y'all find me somebody. Come on.
If you're weird, you can just stay over there. Don't even like try, because you gotta go through me first to get the approval, and then probably her daddy will be next.
And Josh too, probably.
Oh, yeah. He told Callie she didn't need no boyfriend either today. So
did y'all talk about who she's dating?
No, we did not. We just talked about how nobody needs a boyfriend right now. Mm-hmm. Yes, including you.
As like our whole youth group has a boyfriend or girlfriend.
I don't know what we're gonna do about that.
That's what I was telling Sayla. I was like, literally all of my friends are dating each other. Or if they're not dating each other, like Lila and Layden, they're not like dating, but like they probably will eventually.
Mm-hmm. They went ice skating last night. My son went ice skating with a girl.
That they don't like each other. If Charlotte listens to this, she's literally gonna like.
Oh, I cannot believe it. She's adorable though, but they went ice skating.
She's so mean.
She's not mean.
She's so mean. Oh my gosh, she slapped me
for no reason.
Well, because I mentioned Abraham, she slapped me.
I would say
like
you did
hard
something, girl. Look at
all
look
I
at that
did
look
was
sometimes you have on your face.
All I did was mention Abraham, and she got so offended and hit me. Like, literally hit me.
Okay, so she can be violent, but that's alright. She didn't hit my son last night. So
yeah, I mean, she likes Abraham. Or no, she doesn't like Abraham.
So
Abraham likes her.
What else happened at... Sorry if you can hear my wrapper. I'm going to open up a Reese's because they so good.
Do you see my new phone case my friend Avery got me? It's so beautiful.
Forget your earrings.
Who made them? Should you shout her out? Or can you not?
No, because she's little, so I probably shouldn't.
Okay.
But we had a follower make Mollie some...
A sweet girl.
Made her some cute earrings.
Did she make you some?
Colors. No.
She just made me some.
her anyway.
That's so funny.
I'll be cutting her hair next week. So.
You're going to tell me who it is after?
Yes.
Okay.
She
listens to us? That's, like, so cool.
I don't know if, like, I'm sure she does,
like,
but probably her mom. Her mom doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyway, so you met this girl. How far did she drive?
She drove an hour.
Yes, I thought she drove a long way to come see you.
I only had to drive to, like, it was 35 minutes from here.
Mm-hmm.
But it would be, like, 45 from my house.
Gotcha. Well, if not, if you drove an hour, you'd be in some crazy part of town that I don't know if I'd be eating Starbucks from there.
Mm-mm.
So,
but I was hoping maybe she would want to
spot.
come, like, here. Because she plays lacrosse. Isn't that so cool?
that is, isn't that an Australian sport?
I don't know. Probably. But
Yeah,
she's really
maybe not.
good. She was a starter last year as a junior. Like, she started every
She gonna
game.
play at school?
I don't know. She might. Her sister does.
Okay, hold on. I gotta know this. What is her major?
She doesn't know yet.
Oh.
She hasn't decided.
What is your major?
Hospitality management.
Mm. Can you tell our people what that means? Because
It means
sounds like you
wedding
need to be in a-
planner
It
or
means-
event planner.
I feel like you need to work in a hospital when you say it.
Well, hospitality. I don't really know hospitality. I mean, I do.
I know what it means, but
It's like being hospitable, which is
see, there's some more hospital.
because I guess at a hospital you're hospitable because like you're welcoming people to be kind to them because they're sick and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, so that makes sense.
Okay,
Yeah.
I got you. But she's not gonna work in a hospital.
No.
I don't think.
Mm-mm. And I just want to play weddings and parties.
Her mom does though.
Yeah, she's
Mhm.
great at that.
She worked there today. I didn't see her at church.
Yeah, she was working.
Okay, so all right. So she doesn't have a major. You clearly have a major. And how's she dress?
She has very good style.
Like me kind of style, or
Yeah.
like you kind of style?
Like trendy style, but it's like a little different than both of ours.
Mhm.
Like today she had on jeans and she had on black and white Sambas. And I thought of you when I saw them. And she had on like wide leg jeans and then like a gray shirt and then like this oversized denim jacket that was the same color as her pants. And then she had on a cute little scarf.
Okay, that threw in. There you go. There's something a little different.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Mhm.
hair up or down?
Down. It was like
Curly,
this
wavy,
short,
straight.
like stick straight, like mine. And it was like this short, and it's like light brown, like really light brown. Almost looks a little reddish or like orangish, but it's brown.
Okay,
Mhm.
so this is good.
Yeah.
We got a good style.
She's part
Good
Native
personality.
American, she said, and so
Oh.
she's kind of tan. She's kind of dark.
Oh,
Yeah, and I was
that's
like,
cool.
I'm white is like this piece of paper, and I don't change.
Mhm. No,
Yeah.
she burns really bad. Like,
But we both
lobster-
don't wear
lobster
sunscreen.
burn.
We were talking about that, how we both don't wear any sunscreen.
Oh, well, because she just gets darker probably. She don't
Yeah.
burn.
Mhm.
She got that good skin that just,
But she does have good personality. She's really funny.
She is. Does
Yeah.
she make up stuff like me?
No. But she likes to laugh. She was saying that like her and her friends like always laugh and have like inside jokes and they always like laugh at everything. I was like, that's literally me and Stevie. I told her about when we went to Louisiana and we were just dying laughing in the front seat and nobody could tell what we were saying.
I don't
She was
think
like,
you did
me and
either.
my friend do that all the time.
I don't even know that
We had so
knew
much in
what we
common
were-
though. It was cool.
That's awesome. That's so exciting.
So sweet.
And where are you guys looking to go to school? Because I don't think we've really talked about
of
that.
Coastal Georgia in
It's in
Brunswick, which is
Mhm.
like 10 minutes from St. Simon, 10 minutes from Jekyll.
Mhm.
It's like right there at the beach.
It's still a little ways from like Savannah, though, right?
It's like 3 hours because it's up too.
Oh, that's a long ways. All right,
It's
we
like
meet in
St.
Savannah.
Simon's is down here on like the ports, and then
Mm,
Savannah is like up towards Augusta kind of.
okay, I haven't looked at a Georgia map lately.
I
that
have,
world
just
map?
because Heather lives in Augusta, Mama's friend,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm her honorary daughter.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm also Roseanne's honorary daughter, which is Mama's other friend. I hope
So
they're
y'all
listening.
gotta keep you gotta check the weather for
Yeah.
these areas.
Uh-huh. So I've got to go there. Then I gotta go down to Tifton to Anna for ABAC.
Mm-hmm.
Then I gotta go to Montezuma for Cali. And then I have to go to Pike for you and Avery and Mama.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's it.
And I can go down there too.
Yeah. You could sleep on a blow up mattress.
Girl, yes, as long as it don't inflate like the other one did the other day.
Yeah.
Did you hear about that?
Mm-hmm.
He was on the floor.
Bless it.
One of my son's friends spent the night on an air mattress in the living
My
room.
best friend's boyfriend.
Mm-hmm. I walked in there and he's laying on the floor.
Did he know?
Yes.
Oh, bless him.
He said it happened last night, and I was like,
They're both
why
so
did you not come
sweet.
get
Like,
me?
why don't they say anything? They're just so sweet.
I don't
easy
know.
going.
I told him we were going to build him a room on, actually.
Oh, that's so sweet.
In his own bathroom. Because he's, he deserves a spot at my house. A real bed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, let me see. Would you be able to go to, like, her graduation?
Maybe. I don't know what it is.
If y'all became, like, friends to kind of, maybe.
I want to go to one of her lacrosse things. I feel like that would be fun.
That would be really
And
cool.
I feel like she should come in here and meet all y'all.
I think so, too. She should come to church.
Like,
Invite
she
her
should,
to
like we
Sunday.
should come to our graduation parties. Like, each other's graduation parties.
Yes.
That way she can meet all y'all.
That would be so cool.
Yes.
That way it's not totally weird when I show up in Brunswick. And
Yes.
she's like, who's this
Who is
girl?
this?
Like,
Yeah.
hey.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, that's so awesome. I'm glad you got to meet her. But for some reason, in my mind, I thought you met her yesterday. And then I thought I was a horrible friend because I didn't check in yesterday.
Oh.
Yeah, it was awful.
Fine. But when would I have gone? I was at Anna's.
I don't know. I thought that's why you told me you couldn't. I don't know. Because normally I work Saturday, so I thought you just made your own plans. Because I would be at work. Like you got no other plans to make any other day.
Yeah,
But
normally I don't do anything on Saturdays.
What's
If
the
anybody
next
knows of anyone who needs an event planned,
This is your girl.
and you're okay with it being a 17-year-old,
like maybe a birthday party
yeah,
or
I've done birthday parties, so many surprise birthday parties, completely planned and decorated by me.
Mollie Reeves.
Yep, I planned. So
She won't wear these though.
No.
Oh, never mind. These are the good ones.
Yeah,
Never
these
mind.
are.
Okay, never mind.
I'll
She
wear
might
some
wear those.
cute tennis shoes.
So she can run around and do whatever you ask.
Mm-hmm.
So you want your 3-year-old to have a unicorn party? This girl has got
I'm
you.
great at balloon arches. I've been
Mhm.
making those for like 10 years.
She does need me to help her tie them though, but that's okay.
Well, I don't have nails, so it'll be easier. When I had nails on, I had to like put it in between a hanger and like wrap it around the side and poke it through because I didn't want to pop off on my nails.
Yes, by all means, don't do that. Crazy. Okay, so, oh look, we can even let you borrow our roller skate if you decide to have a unicorn party for your little girl, or if you want a skating
Or
party.
if you want a zebra party, you can have both of them.
Yes, or if you want to look kind of oldish, coastal, beachy town, we got you covered. Or if you need a cactus, we got one of those too. Hadn't watered it since we started this podcast,
But it's still kicking.
14 weeks ago. He's doing good. Here, have your things back.
I should have peed before we started.
Oh, you ain't stopping. I ain't staying here by
I know.
myself.
You just start talking and I'll...
No, and I left my screwdriver in the nursery. So, you
There's
stay
so
right
many
here.
people in there though.
So, anyways, all right. So, moving on to our topic of since it's a cool room that people could come in. Like this would be so
Like a
awesome to
museum,
sit in
you
church.
know?
Yeah, y'all just browse.
Like just
around.
look around.
Don't touch. and
Not
buy.
that side.
No.
That side's like really ugly.
Yeah, we working.
We need to fix
Well, I
it.
say we working on it. We ain't
But
working
we
on it.
not. We haven't done anything with it.
Yeah,
We need to put a rug. We say that like all the time, and we never do anything.
I know.
Like a tapestry or something, so
Yes,
it's not so
that's what
echoey.
we're
Because we
doing.
probably sound really echoing.
But that's okay. We're going to work on all of our stuff in the near future to make sure our videos and our sound is up to quality.
Yeah.
But until then, you just laugh at us and enjoy all of our stuff until then.
I'm gonna have to make like a cute little corner of my dorm room to where the background will be like so cute and fun like this, and then we can get you like a high table to where or something so where it's like all of this is in the background so you can just sit right here. I mean, it could just be you like sitting here if we just put it a little closer. You know?
Yeah, you just want me to sit here by myself?
Well, you're gonna talk to me on Zoom.
Okay.
Yeah.
Make sure your background is cute.
I will.
Mine's cute.
My dorm room theme is gonna be orange and pink.
Oh, God.
It's gonna be so cute.
I hate these colors. Hate them. She loves them.
And I hate green. Green is my least favorite color. I hate green so much.
Give me my plant back.
As you're literally wearing brown or yellow and blue and pink.
Because she got me this.
But she loves it.
And I'm painting it. That tells you.
But she likes it.
I do like it. Because it's one of those good sweaters. It's like a long one, so it covers like all areas, you know? So when you wear, yeah. So anyways, so comfy. Oh,
I
it
talked
went down
about
in there.
somebody.
You're going to swallow. Oh, I thought you was going to like swallow.
Somebody ate one of these, I heard.
Ooh.
I don't remember who was talking about it.
Okay, hope it wasn't you.
Yeah, not. Okay, so should we talk about our topic? Oh, yeah, it's
yes,
gone now.
we should.
Okay, so we're going to talk about how Christians should be joyful and, like, how that looks in life. So, I think Christians need to be joyful because, like, the world is such a dark, depressing place. And so, like, we need to be different.
Is it really, though?
Yeah. If
you think
about
so?
It, yeah.
Because I love, not of the world, but our world is, like, so cool.
Right. I mean, it is, but then also there's so many bad things, like, if you get too consumed with them, like, with wars and, like, people and politics and just everything, like, even stuff you don't agree with, or, like, things that happen at school or at your job, you know, like, bad things are always happening. But then also it's, like, whether you're a Christian or not, you have to be, like, optimistic and look to the bright side, or else you're going to be a depressed little soul.
Yes, so we don't need that.
We need to be happy. We like and
sunshine, joy, always dance in the rain. Mm-hmm. You know, you find some cold water, you jump into it. Mm-hmm. Yes, that was my goal for this year. Did you see that?
No.
I want to swim in every cold place I go to.
Oh, that's cool.
It's because I wanted to go on an Antarctica cruise. Yeah, I probably won't do that, so I'll jump in all the other cold waters.
I've splashed in a puddle before. Like, when it was raining, I had rain boots on, and I just jumped around in a puddle.
Oh, I played in the rain at Disney World.
Oh.
It was magical.
When?
A couple years ago when we had
We ran through the rain at Universal.
We did. We got soaking wet. I forgot about that. It was so great, though. Like, take those opportunities.
It was so fun, though.
The coolest thing.
It was so fun.
It was. So, finding joy in hard times, struggles. I feel like this was our lesson today in children's church.
Really?
But I don't think it was. Maybe it was in Proverbs that I read. But yes, that can be very challenging, and it's also a mindset, I think. Like, you've got to constantly remember that there is good coming out of
There's always something good. Always.
Yes. Or maybe it was something. What did Josh teach on Wednesday?
Resolve.
Oh, never mind. I wasn't in there. I was in children's church again.
I don't have my notebook. Pastor V's message today was so good.
It was.
It was so good.
Did you see my notes?
It was.
You know, I had
he didn't get
church.
Started till late because he prayed for people and then talked about worship and how people. Anyways, it was funny, and he we all applauded Frank for him doing a good job.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Okay. I should have been in there.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go back and watch it live.
Okay, yeah, y'all should too. It's really good. It's on Facebook. Pastor V's message was good. And my sister was playing the bass on the big stage. That was
Lila.
Yes.
She's so cute. I cut all her hair off too. Can't believe I did that, but it looks good on her.
It is. She looks like a shaggy dog sometimes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I make fun of her.
if that's the look she's going for, it's
no, it wasn't.
Perfect. Great.
Okay. So, yeah.
Can you give an example of some time that you have struggled?
Yeah. Oh, when I've struggled?
Yes, and then tell me if you found joy in it at the moment, or if you found joy later in it.
Okay, so this is like an example from a long time ago, but I just always remember it because it was just so like impacting. Mm-hmm. So when I started working at On Joint, I was so nervous because I have never had like a job like that. Like, all I've ever done is babysit or like work with kids. You know, that's not as intimidating as like working with lots of other people.
Yes.
And so it was either like my first day or like my second day or something like that at the beginning, and I had to walk to work from my Nana's house because she's like 2 minutes from the square, so it was fine, and there's a sidewalk. So nobody was home, and so I was sitting in the bathroom because I was about to leave, and I just sat in the floor after I was like washing my hands or something, and I just felt like I feel nervous just like talking about it.
Oh, in your stomach?
Yeah. Oh. And I've had anxiety in like 8th and 9th grade, and normally like it's gone away. But then in that moment, it just like I could feel like it hit me like a ton of bricks in the face. Mm-hmm. I was just like I'm so nervous. And I sat in the floor, and ever since then, I've just been so, well, hold on, let me back up. That doesn't make sense to say it like that. So I sat on the floor, and I started listening to a worship song. I don't remember which one it was. And then I turned it off, and I started singing the song that we're literally singing on Wednesday night this week. It's called Tremble, and it's the part, or no, maybe it's not. I don't remember. Anyway, it's a song. And it goes, peace, bring it all to peace, the storm surrounding me, let it break at your name. And then the chorus is like, Jesus, Jesus, you make the darkness tremble. And I just began to, like, not obsess over, but, like, really just, like, understand how, like, impactful, like, the name of Jesus is. And so I just kept, like, saying his name over and over again and singing, like, peace, bring it on to peace, let it break at your name. Like, that's, like, my mantra, is that a word?
Yes.
Like, I always, like, today, when I was going to meet Sayla, I was so nervous, and that's just what I kept saying. Like, I wasn't even saying it, I was just thinking it, because I've done it so many times. I was thinking, like, Jesus, Jesus, you make the darkness tremble, like, peace, bring it all to peace, let it break at your name. And I just kept saying that over and over and over again in my head, because I was just so scared and nervous, like, just sitting on the floor. And I felt, like, a little bit of, like, relief just coming from that. And when, like, with my anxiety, I always think of, like, the what ifs. Like, what if I go in and, like, all this, like, like, everything bad happens.
Right.
And I've learned that what I'll do if I'm feeling really nervous, I'll, like, talk to myself. I'll be like, okay, instead of what if, I'll be like, even if. So even if, like, I'm late and I come in, and then it's like, then I can apologize and it'll be okay. Like, it's just a one-time thing, and there's other people there who's not going to leave until I get there. Like, even if bad things happen, you know, and just, like, preparing myself for things that probably aren't going to happen, you know? And it was just, like, the mindset of, like, okay, I'm prepared. Like, even if like, all these things, I would just go through, like, everything that was running through my head.
Right.
Like, even if, and then instead of what if, I was turning that into an even if. And I was just like, okay, even if all this stuff does happen, I have nothing to do, like, they're not going to fire me from it. And I know that I'm still, like, loved by God, and this is his plan for me to be here. And then after that, I started walking. After that, I got up, you know, started walking to work. And every time that I would walk to work, it was so funny. I would, instead of, like, obsessing over my own problems, I would pray for all my friends. And I would go through, and I would just be, like, praying out loud all the way, because it was, like, a 10-minute walk. And so I would just go through, I would go in alphabetical order so I wouldn't forget everybody. Because at the time, I had a lot of friends, and so I'd be like, I'd be like, Anna, Avery, and then I'd go into, like, Bree and Ansley, and just, like, go all into the people I was friends with. And then I'd pray for, like, people on, like, some of my cousins who didn't know Jesus. I would, like, go in to pray for them. And then, like, right as I was about to walk into work, I would just be like, Jesus, like, thank you for everything that you've given me. Just, like, give me peace and, like, help me to, like, walk in your way today. And I don't know why, I feel like it's happened before, like, me just, like, speaking the name of Jesus, but that is just, like, I've always remembered that moment, and, like, I always use it as a reminder, like, that, like, it seems so silly, like, oh, it's just, like, a day at work and, like, oink joint in, like, our little tiny town, but it's so crazy, it's so crazy, like, but I felt peace in that moment. I was so nervous and, like, fearful in the beginning, and then that turned into, like, a joyful thing, because I was sitting there, like, okay, like, this is gonna be fine, and it just, like,
and I'm praying for people as I'm walking into work, like, I'm doing
and it made me happy because I wasn't thinking about me. I was like, God, I know you're gonna turn this situation around for them, and so it made me happy and hopeful for them, and it just made me joyful, because then it, like, got into a habit of, like, I stopped focusing on, like, what I was about to do that day at work, or if I was nervous, because eventually I stopped getting nervous, and every day I would walk and I would just pray for other people that way, because normally, like, when I don't have anything to do, like, my mind just starts racing and, like, just thinking and, like, random things, and so it helped me, like, calm my mind down and just, like, pray for other people, because it was beneficial. It wasn't just, like, I was sitting there, like, watching a show or scrolling my phone. I was, like, beneficially, like, just praying for people and taking the focus off me. But then there's, like, lots of other times that I've been just, I mean, I'm normally a pretty happy person. If I'm not happy, it's not for long.
Okay. She's still holding a grudge from 3 years ago.
Who?
I'm just kidding.
I try not to hold grudges. I try to get over it things, but sometimes I don't.
You do.
But, yeah.
Well, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That was a very good example.
Thanks.
I love it, because then you brought Jesus into it, too. Like, besides, like, not just the... You know, like, the praying part. Like, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Well, that's awesome. So, I would say, for me, I'm 35, so there's been a lot more stuff happening in my life that...
Your birthday's soon.
It is.
You're going to be 36.
Stop. So I would say one of the biggest things, because I feel like there's a difference between joy and peace. Mm-hmm. And I've had lots of situations where I have peace about something.
Right.
But joy reminds me a little more of like happiness and...
Like you can have peace, but it's also like you're still a little on edge kind of.
Yes.
But like you know everything's going to be okay. But joy is like you're joyful in the peace, like with the peace.
Yes. So I've had a lot more peaceful moments in
which is
hard
still
times.
Good.
Yes, and that's
and
huge.
necessary.
Yes, most definitely. Because if not, oh my gosh, those I don't know where I'd be at right now.
Yeah.
But I would say the biggest thing where joy has stepped in the middle of like a very chaotic situation is when I go to pick up a foster kid. I am so nervous. I'm so stressed out. I'm probably a lot like you going into that first day of the job. I'm going to meet a child for the first time who
you
just
get so
experienced.
Nervous about that?
I do, because I don't know what I'm getting. You know? Okay. So then I am like, I'm praying on my car ride all the way there to give me peace for starters, but to make that transition happen so smoothly, to bring happiness and joy into that little child's life, the moment that he gets in my car, and peace in his life too.
It's not just your peace, it's like you got another human.
He or she, I just don't get many she's. It just that, you know, they just came from something so horrible, not even why they were removed, but the fact that they were removed from their family. Like, I mean, you and I can never imagine like the trauma that has to cause. And so when I get there and it's like the child is so calm, it's like, okay, this is what I prayed for all the way here. And then we end up laughing or something on the car ride back, you know, and just reassuring them that they are going to be okay. They're going to be safe. They're in a good place. But I that is like probably my biggest one, because that happens so much more often, you know, is just that I'm stepping into chaos and willingly stepping into chaos too. It's not like I was like forced to have to be a foster parent. But like knowing I signed up to walk into this situation of chaos and stress and whatever else comes along with foster care. And so just knowing that like I still remember the day that I picked up Kason and Canyon and Coda, and I can say their names because they're returned home to their bio parents now. I picked up 3 little boys in a gas station parking lot in Cartersville, and they looked terrified when I opened the door and went to get them. And by the time they got to my house, we had just talked. It's 2.5 hour drive. So we had just talked. We had talked about everything other than what had just happened. And then this was my first time having like typical kids that could talk to me as well. And so we had just talked about any and everything. And I do remember laughing in the car. I don't remember what we were laughing about, but it was like joy came over the whole situation. You know, and we've laughed every day since we've had them. And even now, and they're already gone home, and we're still like, oh, you remember when this Casey did this, or you know, can you do this? And so it's like pure sweetness now. But I think me praying the whole 2.5 hours up there that this is gonna be good, Lord. This is from you. You gave us. This was 3 kids that we were not going to take. Like, we were not going to take 3 kids. We had said 1 kid for the longest time. And so when the fact they called us with 3, and Josh and I both had peace about saying yes to 3 kids, I knew that it was the right choice, and I knew that God was going to be in it. But it's still so nerve-wracking. Like, going to pick up 3 more kids. You know, like, oh my gosh. So that was probably... That's probably my biggest one, is like finding joy in that.
And that's something you can look at because it happens a whole lot more often.
Yes.
And it's like, you know.
Right. And so it's still, I don't know, did you guys go pick up E?
He got
brought to you guys. See, I've always picked up all my kids, and I don't know why, but I've always gone to get them.
This was like in the middle of the night.
Oh, well, and I guess it depends on the situation too. And mine are never from here.
Yeah.
Well, we take harder to place kids, like I've already told you, and so one of the 3 was autistic. So I don't know if that's why, if that made people think it would be harder to take.
Actually, I think that it was because they asked us when we wanted to get him dropped off or something like that, or when we were available, and because he was at the DFAC's office wherever he was from, I can't remember exactly where. So he was just chilling with them. And so I guess that's why it wasn't like...
They were like, we'll bring him if you'll take him now, because we want to go home.
Yes.
Because if not, I don't know if you guys know this, if they cannot find placement, DFACS has to stay with them in the office until they find a placement. And so that means the caseworker is up all night. She's trying to call. She's reaching out to any and everybody to try to get someone to take them. So she's away from her family as well until they can locate a placement for them. So sometimes you get kids in the middle of the night, and that's the reason. And it was probably because some people had said no or something, and then you guys were found and called. So they brought him over. That's awesome. I'm glad they brought him, because none of mine are very close. They're all far away.
Yeah.
But they're sweet little babies.
They are so precious.
I love them.
So precious.
So let me tell you really fast too. What happened today with M. Okay, so my kids have feeding tubes. And Callie was in the car with us, and I was like, Callie, something stinks. I was like, one of them kids done farted, okay? And I was like, I'm sorry, roll your window down. And she's like, it's okay. Well, it stayed. It did not go away. This is terrible to be talking about. So we get to church, and we go to get him out, and guess what? He has his feeding tube, and he's whipping it around. There's milk everywhere.
What?
Yes.
Did it come out of his body, or
I think he did it. I don't know, but I think he's figured out. He can swirl it and it comes out. He's a smart
little cookie with that kind of stuff.
He is, and he's just it's all over the place. I think there's some in Callie's hair because she was sitting right in front of him. That was another one of those moments. I'm like, all right, let me find joy in the fact that he can do this right now when I really just want to scream because I have formula all over the back of my car. Again. But I was like, again. But I was like, oh, Messiah. Well, whatever. His name's Messiah. I was like, he's done something. He did it. Go, baby, go. So, I just made that name up for him. That's not really it. Yeah. We're just going to call him that. Yeah. Because we're in church. So we go call him Messiah. But no, never mind. That don't sound right either. That's his name, y'all. I'm sorry. Because it sounds like we got a kid that we think is the Messiah. Yeah. No, we don't. No. He came with that name. So we go with that name.
We sure do.
Okay.
All right.
Well,
that's it.
That was good. Find joy in all your situations. Yes. There's somewhere in there. And if not, you find peace in that moment, and then you'll find joy later in another situation. But definitely have peace in any stressful situation.
Just pray about it. The more you pray about it, the more
it's going to be joyful.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Let's go for it.
Okay. Thank you guys so much for listening to Godly Giggles. We hope that you all have a great week. And make sure to follow us on all of our platforms. And
our Proverbs reading.
Yes, we're doing our Proverbs reading. It's almost over. Tomorrow's the 20th. Or today's the 20th.
We got to find us a new book.
I know. We do.
Okay.
All right. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.